The story began in 1903 when the British government assigned Colonel Baroque with the task of building a tunnel in then remote area. A dedicated professional, Colonel Baroque, however, committed a fatal mistake in calculation and ended up digging parallel tunnels. This led to the public shaming of him, and in utter depression, Colonel Baroque shot himself inside the unfinished tunnel. Nevertheless, another engineer completed the tunnel, but it is said that Colonel Baroque never left this tunnel even today. There have been reports that the ghost tries to talk to people who walk by, and many people have experienced crying sounds too. This old deserted mansion was built in the year 1943 by E.J. Walsh, who gifted it to his two daughters Dolls and Vera. The story took a brutal turn on a fateful day in 2002 when Dolls, a piano teacher, was stabbed to death in the house. Her body was buried in the premises. Vera moved out of the house soon after, leaving the place as it was. People soon began to hear songs being played on the piano with constant watching and laughter. A bunch of people also reportedly found an inverted cross and headless statue of Jesus and Mary. The building was razed to the ground some years back. According to a legend, this church saw the killing of two kings by a rival king who wanted the entire kingdom to himself. He poisoned himself shortly after murdering the two kings in the wake of public outcry. The church is haunted by the spirits of the three kings ever since then. Locals and visitors to the church have reported hearing strange noises in and around the church. While the church makes for a perfect sunset point, most of the crowd disappears by late noon because of the horror tales associated with it. There was a woman who, while filling water from the well, plunged to her death since the well was boundaryless. Therefore, the lady of the well is said to haunt the area surrounding the well every night. There have been many sightings of the ghost who may consider to be the lady. However, the residents believe she just walks around the area without actually harming anyone. As predicted, once the sun comes up, she just vanishes into thin air. Over the last 100 years, thousands of birds have flown to their death over a small strip of land in Jatinga. In a small town, this bizarre Bermuda Triangle of death which remains largely unexplained. After monsoon season, usually in September and October and only occurring in dark monsoon nights, birds usually become disturbed between the hours of 6 to 9 and birds plunge toward the torches and lights of the cities. Usually it is the villagers in Jatinga who will do the actual killing, believing the birds to be spirits flying from the sky to terrorize them. Located along the Arabian Sea, the beach is renowned for two things, one for its black sand and another for being haunted. It is said that Tomas Beach was once a Hindu burial ground and hence is possessed by several haunting spirits that never left the region. Locals explain that the existence of black sand is because the amount of ash created by burning the dead bodies, which got mixed with the white sand of the beach. It is also said a lot of tourists went missing here and a man was found dead with his tongue popped out, and they also hear weird sounds coming from the beach like people laughing and crying. Aggrasene ki Bawali was built in the 14th century by King Aggrasene. Times visitors have felt something strange about this place. Some people even affirm that the Bawali is a domicile of devils. The Bawali has turned into the home for thousands of bats and pigeons over these centuries. Bawali was built initially as a place for storing water, but due to its mysterious powers, whenever people pass by near that Bawali, they feel something attracted to take a dip there, and people would drown by taking a dip there, and a lot of people have committed suicide due to this. And now the government has closed it for the people to visit after 5 p.m. Dohill Road, also known as Death Road, is believed to be one of the most haunted places. There has been countless murdered bodies found in the woods surrounding this place. The faint-hearted should certainly avoid the death road which lies between the Dohill Road and the forest office. The local woodcutters have had a hard time watching the headless ghost of a young boy walking and disappearing into the forest. People have reported cases of being followed and constantly watched over by an unseen entity. Some have even seen a red eye peering at them. Such bad is the air of these forests that unfortunate visitors either lost their mental balance or ended up killing themselves. It was around 300 years ago where there was powerful kings and ministers and a thriving village of Paliwal Brahmins known as Kuldara. It was during this time a diwan by the name of Salim Singh, known for his aggressive tax collecting methods, set his eye upon a young girl, who was also the daughter of village chief. But the village chief doesn't agree to this. The diwan was absolutely hell-bent on having the girl, and he told the villagers if anyone came in his way, he would put heavy taxes and was ready to execute them. So fearing to this, the whole village fled one dark night, leaving behind their homes and everything with them. No one saw the 1,000 people. The gossip goes like the 1,000 villagers are killed and buried under their own homes. The legend goes that in 16th century there was once a beautiful princess by the name Ratnavati. She was the jewel of Rajasthan. Her beauty spread wide and received many marriage proposals. But a tantric priest who was well versed in black magic fell in love with her. But knowing he didn't have a chance, he made the princess to buy a perfume which he had cast a spell upon. Knowing about this, Ratnavati threw the perfume to his head and it became a boulder and crushed the tantric. And before he died, he cursed the princess and the entire village. A battle was fought the next year and everyone was killed due to this. A curse that no one in the village could be reborn and forever desolated. Even today, if any villager tries to build a roof, it mysteriously collapses. Let us know your favorite haunted place in the comments below. And please do share and subscribe.